Have you ever wondered if the reason you feel older isn't your age, but the stress your cells experience every single day? Everywhere you look, people are talking about ways to reduce stress. Meditation, better sleep, deep breathing, exercise, spending more time in nature. And the truth is, all of these habits matter. They can make a real difference in how your mind and body respond to daily challenges. But there's one powerful piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked: the food you eat every single day. What if some of the ingredients already sitting in your kitchen could help your body manage cortisol more effectively while protecting your cells from aging? Scientists now know that chronically elevated cortisol doesn't just affect your mood. Over time, it can increase inflammation, fuel oxidative stress, and even contribute to faster cellular aging. The encouraging news is that certain foods contain nutrients and natural compounds that support your body's stress response from the inside out. Today, you'll discover 7 remarkable foods that may help your body stay calmer, stronger, and more resilient. And don't miss food number 3. It's probably already in your kitchen, yet most people have no idea what it can do. Then stay until the end, because the final food may influence your stress response in a way that surprises even researchers. If you're ready to nourish your body, protect your cells, and age with greater vitality, subscribe and let's get started. Let's begin with a fruit that rarely gets the attention it deserves. Kiwi may look small and ordinary, but inside that fuzzy skin is a nutritional powerhouse that your stressed cells will thank you for. Most people think of kiwi as just another source of vitamin C. In reality, it delivers one of the highest concentrations of this vitamin among common fruits, along with fiber, potassium, and protective plant compounds that work together. Long before modern nutrition explained why, people in New Zealand and parts of Asia embraced kiwi as a daily vitality food. Today, research suggests that vitamin C plays an important role in helping regulate the body's stress response because the adrenal glands, which produce cortisol, store exceptionally high amounts of it. When stress drains these reserves, replenishing them through food may help your body recover more efficiently, while reducing oxidative damage linked to faster cellular aging. Kiwi also provides antioxidants that help defend your cells from the constant wear and tear caused by chronic stress. An easy habit is to enjoy 1 or 2 kiwis with breakfast, blend them into a smoothie, or pair them with Greek yogurt for a satisfying snack. Sometimes the smallest habits create the strongest shield. And the next food may be even more surprising because its greatest power is hidden inside something most people throw into trail mix without a second thought. Now let's talk about something so small that it's easy to overlook, yet powerful enough to influence how your brain responds to pressure. Pumpkin seeds may not seem extraordinary, but they contain a combination of nutrients that many people simply don't get enough of. For centuries, they have been valued in Central and South American cultures as a sustaining food for strength and endurance. Modern science now helps explain why. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions, including those that regulate the nervous system. Low magnesium levels have been linked to increased stress sensitivity, poorer sleep, and higher anxiety. They also provide zinc, which supports immune function and healthy communication between brain cells, and tryptophan, an amino acid the body uses to produce serotonin, the neurotransmitter often associated with calmness and emotional balance. Together, these nutrients create an environment where your body can respond to stress more efficiently instead of remaining trapped in survival mode. A small handful each day is enough. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, yogurt, salads, or simply enjoy them as a snack. Never underestimate what fits in the palm of your hand. Sometimes the quietest foods have the loudest impact on your future, but the next one protects something even more precious than your mood. It helps defend the very organ that decides how you experience every stressful moment. The next food is one that millions of people already buy every week, yet very few realize it may be quietly protecting the brain from the inside out. Blueberries are often called a superfood, but that word hardly captures what makes them special. For generations, indigenous communities in North America treasured these tiny berries as both nourishment and medicine, preserving them to provide energy and resilience through harsh seasons. Today, scientists have identified one of their greatest secrets: anthocyanins, the deep blue pigments that act as powerful antioxidants. Chronic stress creates oxidative damage and inflammation that can affect memory, focus, and the aging of brain cells. Anthocyanins help neutralize these harmful molecules while supporting healthy blood flow to the brain. Several studies have also linked regular blueberry consumption with better cognitive performance and slower age-related decline, suggesting that these berries do far more than satisfy a sweet craving. The easiest way to benefit is to add a handful to your breakfast, mix them into oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies, or enjoy them frozen as a refreshing snack. Think of every blueberry as a tiny shield protecting the conversations happening between your brain cells. Because when your brain stays healthier, your entire body feels more resilient. And what comes next changes the story completely, because it isn't just about feeding you anymore. It's about feeding the trillions of microscopic allies living inside you. What if one of the most powerful tools for calming your mind wasn't feeding you at all, but feeding the trillions of microbes living inside your body? Fermented foods have been part of human history for thousands of years, long before refrigeration existed. Cultures across the world relied on yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, and other fermented foods not only to preserve ingredients, but because they noticed these foods helped people feel stronger and healthier. Today, science is uncovering an extraordinary reason why. Your gut and your brain are constantly communicating through what researchers call the gut-brain axis. In fact, nearly 90% of the body's serotonin is produced in the gut, and the balance of your microbiome can influence inflammation, mood, and even how intensely your body reacts to stress. When your gut bacteria thrive, they produce beneficial compounds that help support the intestinal barrier and reduce signals that can keep cortisol elevated. While fermented foods aren't a cure for anxiety, regular consumption has been associated with better digestive health and a more balanced stress response. Start small. A serving of plain yogurt, kefir, or a spoonful of kimchi a few times a week can make a meaningful difference over time. Sometimes the greatest transformation begins where you can't even see it. And the next food proves that one of the world's healthiest diets has been hiding another remarkable anti-aging secret in plain sight. Imagine pouring a single spoonful of food over your meal and giving yourselves one of nature's most studied forms of protection. That's the quiet power of extra virgin olive oil. For thousands of years, families across the Mediterranean have treated it not as a luxury, but as the foundation of everyday meals. Today, those same regions continue to inspire scientists because they are home to some of the world's longest living populations. The secret isn't olive oil alone, but it plays a remarkable role. Unlike highly refined oils, extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols, natural compounds that help combat oxidative stress and chronic inflammation, two major drivers of cellular aging. Research also suggests these compounds support healthy blood vessels, improve communication between cells, and may help protect the brain from the damaging effects of prolonged stress. Healthy monounsaturated fats add another layer of support by promoting more stable energy levels, helping your body avoid the blood sugar swings that can amplify cortisol throughout the day. The simplest habit is often the most effective. Drizzle 1 or 2 tablespoons over salads, vegetables, or cooked meals, instead of relying on heavily processed fats. It's not about eating more food, it's about choosing food that works harder for you. Every drop is a reminder that longevity isn't built through dramatic changes, but through small decisions repeated every day. And now we're reaching the point where the list becomes truly unexpected. Because the next food has spent years being misunderstood. For years, avocados were unfairly blamed for being too fatty. Many people avoided them, believing they stood in the way of good health. But science has completely changed that conversation. The truth is, this creamy fruit contains the kind of fats your cells actually need to stay resilient under stress. More than 7,000 years ago, ancient civilizations in Central America cultivated avocados as a symbol of strength and nourishment. They had no idea what monounsaturated fats or antioxidants were, yet they instinctively recognized the lasting energy this fruit provided. Today, researchers know that avocados are packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, vitamin E, potassium, magnesium, and fiber, a combination that supports stable blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and helps protect cells from oxidative damage. Stable blood sugar matters because dramatic spikes and crashes can trigger a stronger stress response, encouraging the body to release even more cortisol. Avocados also help your body absorb fat-soluble antioxidants from vegetables, making every healthy meal even more powerful. Try adding half an avocado to your breakfast, slicing it into a salad, or spreading it on whole grain toast with seeds and a squeeze of lemon. It's simple, satisfying, and surprisingly effective. Sometimes the calm your mind is searching for begins with the healthy fats your cells have been missing. And now we've reached the final food, a humble, everyday ingredient that quietly brings together nearly everything your body needs to resist the effects of stress and age with greater strength. The final food isn't exotic, expensive, or difficult to find. In fact, you've probably walked past it countless times at the grocery store without giving it a second thought. Yet leafy greens may be one of the closest things nature has to a daily reset button for your cells. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, arugula, and other dark green leaves have nourished generations across cultures, from traditional Mediterranean kitchens to Asian family meals. What they all share is an extraordinary concentration of nutrients working together instead of alone. They're rich in folate, magnesium, vitamin K, lutein, natural nitrates, and countless antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress while supporting healthy circulation and brain function. Magnesium helps regulate the nervous system, folate supports the production of neurotransmitters involved in mood, and the natural nitrates improve blood flow, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach tissues more efficiently. Scientists have also linked higher consumption of leafy greens with slower cognitive decline and healthier aging over time. But perhaps their greatest strength is consistency. They don't promise overnight miracles. They quietly help your body repair itself day after day, meal after meal. Fill half your plate with a variety of greens, toss them into soups, smoothies, omelets, or salads, and let diversity become your greatest advantage. In the end, the most powerful anti-aging strategy isn't hidden inside a bottle or an expensive supplement. It's growing from the ground, waiting patiently for you to notice. Because every meal is either teaching your cells to survive stress or teaching them how to thrive despite it. If you look back at this list, you'll notice something remarkable. None of these foods works like magic on its own. Their real power comes from working together, lowering inflammation, protecting your cells from oxidative damage, supporting your brain, nourishing your gut, and helping your body respond to stress with greater balance. The goal isn't to eliminate cortisol, it keeps you alive. The goal is to stop living as if every day were an emergency. That's when your cells finally have the chance to repair instead of simply survive. The most powerful anti-aging tools have never been reserved for a lucky few. They've been sitting in kitchens, gardens, and local markets for generations. The difference is that now you understand why they matter. So, which of these 7 foods are you already eating, and which one will you add to your routine this week? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your answer. If you enjoyed this video and want more science-backed strategies to stay healthier, sharper, and stronger as you age, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Your future self is built one decision at a time. Why not let your very next meal be the first step?